by building the jail is sending a message that we want to put people in jail.
That's right.
And if you build a jail, the system is going to want to fill the jails.
Right.
Because they don't want to be called a failure that they are by not educating our children.
America's public enemy number one in the United States is drug abuse.
So the principle behind the No Child Left Behind Act is to set high standards and measure to see if we're getting results.
The county was housing out about half of their population into other counties, like all throughout New York State, right? You know, not just necessarily adjacent counties. And the state granted the county a permission to build like these temporary pods so that we could stop housing out at, like, you know, whatever it was, $8 million a year it cost the county to house out. The county was under state mandate, but really wanted to bring that population back into Dutchess County, and it happens to be here in the city of Poughkeepsie on the north side. The county's proposed and now received bond approval to expand that jail facility.
The money that's going towards the jail, it shouldn't even be going towards the jail, honestly. That's what I feel like. I feel like it should be going more into schools and more into how could they make the community better and make the school district better, honestly. That's what I honestly think. I don't think that's right.
The fallout of SPAC and Kill separation continues to have ramifications today with the amount of resources that SPAC and Kill can raise and provide for their students compared to what Poughkeepsie can raise. We have a much lower tax base. That's called de facto segregation. Segregation by fact, but not by law. But the way it's working in Poughkeepsie, the way I see it, is you demonize and vilify the school district, you starve it for resources, but at the same time, you are building and you're expanding $250 million into the local jail. So I'm going to ask you, what message are we sending to our young people in this community? If you fall off track, we have a place for you.
Basically, our school discipline policies mimic our country's incarceration policies, so that we have a system where we have a huge over-reliance on suspensions. 75% of the people in jail are high school dropouts. I mean, right here in Poughkeepsie, I don't know much about the local issues. I'm not going to get into them, but I did read in the paper about the PACE program. That fact that you have a school like that exists, okay, is a product of an entire system in the whole country where you are separating kids out.
But students that's like, that just can't be controlled, they actually put them to PACE and actually try to work with them more, but I don't know how it is over there, because I never went over there before, so I don't know how it is over there.
If you constantly test children, just by a written down test or filling in bubbles, all you know is how good they are at taking tests. If you actually have them do something, like you're doing in this project, you know, you could do a paper on this, or you could go out and make a video. You're going to learn a lot more. You can't understand something unless you have a context for it. So if you're growing tomatoes, you need to have a good understanding of the Hudson Valley ecology. If you're studying the Hudson River, well, you better get on the river and have the pilot from the river boats come and talk to you, and you better be making a map. And you need to actually be out there in the actually touching the information.
We do not need a larger jail. We need jobs, education, parenting skills, and places for our youth to go. That should be in order. What is called down is prevention, and that's the main thing, prevention.